Hello! Today we're gonna do a little something basic. I haven't done this in a while. I actually missed the Rat Rod weapon set. I'm actually gonna go back and still do it, even though you can't really get them anymore. But I feel like if I don't do it, then I'll have that missing set for my channel. Okay? And eventually they might become researchable. Or maybe you want to see what you missed. Regardless, I missed it. I want it on there, so I'm gonna do it. But today, this video is about the medieval weapon set, which is actually current. I'm not going to go into massive numbers or calculations or how to build the weapon. It's just a quick little preview rundown, how they shoot, maybe some of the new perks, perk combinations. That's really it. Just, hey, here's the weapons. If you've seen my other ones, it's kind of the same thing, follows suit. So with the medieval weapon set, there's 5 items. It seems like they keep getting less and less. If you go way back to the hydraulics and the scavengers, there was quite a bit more weapons in the arsenal. And then even if we go back to last summer with the Lunar Festival or the Spring It On, the Dragon weapon set, and the military weapon set, for instance, the ones you could get out of the llamas, there was like 4 or 5. And then every week they added a new one for the set into the shop, which was a little frustrating because then I couldn't put them into my video. But this event with the medieval weapons, they're adding extra weapons into the shop, but they're holiday themed, so they're not necessarily medieval themed, like a Christmas tree sword, a cocoa mushroom shooting pistol, a present rocket launcher. They're not medieval, so they don't count. I'd be curious to see how they're going to classify those ones versus the medieval, because they're not in the medieval. If we go to the collection book, and you go down to expansion schematics or event schematics, medieval ranged weapons. You've got your pistol, your AR, and your shotgun. You don't have the rocket launcher. You don't have the other pistol. You go down to melee weapons. The sword's not there. You have the hammer and the axe. God, we need an axe hero. We need an axe hero. Holiday armory. See, they don't even have... That's crazy. Anyways. Okay, so we got five weapons to go over. There are some new perks, if you didn't already know. And they seem unique to the point where offers a survivability if you use shield, which I don't at all, so they're useless to me. There's been a lot of theory crafting in chat regarding some of these perks. These perks that I'm talking about. Let's go back into here. Specifically on like the Hemlock. A lot of people love the Hemlock. If we go down... So one of the new perks they added, if you look straight here, perk number 6, each shot fired grants 3.5% shield for 5 seconds, stacks up 10 times. So what this does is it increases your maximum. So if you have a maximum shield cap of 100, it'll increase it 3.5% 10 times. So 35. So you'll eventually, after 10 shots within 5 seconds, you'll be at 135 max shield. Now, the thing that's weird about this is if you have 50 out of, like if you're taking damage, you're in combat, and you're at, let's say, 50 shield out of your 100 cap, and you increase your 135, it doesn't bring your 50 back up. It just increases your cap. And what I've been told, I'm going to do a video on these because I need to test some of this stuff out. But what I've been told from a lot of people is that after those 5 seconds, you don't deplete each stack. It's just gone. The whole thing is just gone. So then you're having to build your shield, your cap, for what? You're not in combat. If you're in combat, your shield's going down, but your cap is higher. But then if you stay out of combat, then you... Seems weird to me. It seems totally weird to me. The other perk that came out, which is similar, but actually seems semi-useful, is on this one. Same thing, 6th perk. On crit. So when you critically hit your target, you regain 2.6% of the damage dealt. Of the damage dealt, not of your shield. 2.6% of the damage dealt as shields. So as long as you're critting, you can stay in combat, you can stand in bees and piss and be critting and your shield can continuously, in theory, keep growing depending on how you build your gun, how often you crit, what your crit damage is. Remember, if you spec all crit rate in the world, you're going to have little damage, so then you're going to be getting little shield. So there's got to be a balance between it, and this is what I really want to test out. And here in the next week or two, I will have a video going over these 2 perks, because I'm really kind of intrigued on all the different ways that they work. So those are 2 new things. The Basilisk is the pistol that came out, and I don't know if there was any special 6 perks for that. Mine both came with snare. And then the other is the shotgun, which I'm getting mixed messages on. At first, everybody loved it. What was it called? It was called the Stalwart Squire. Am I too far? I'm too far. And now I got a lot of people that don't like it, so I'm kind of torn. I haven't really fired it. I fired it once. Somebody gave it to me the other day in stream, and it has a massive reload or rechamber time. Where is it? Oh, right there. Yeah. It looks cool. On crit regain shield. Okay. Damage dealt with this weapon snares. Okay. And then there's 2 melee weapons. You get the hammer. And these have some cool ones too. After hitting an enemy with this weapon, you get 8 armor for 5 seconds. Stacks up 5 times. That's cool. So you can get a ton of armor. Well, it's not a ton of armor, but you can get a good chunk of armor by staying in combat. Snare. Oh, that's a new one. After eliminating 5 enemies with this weapon within 15 seconds. So you have to make sure that you kill something at least within 15 seconds to keep the 5 number rolling, the count towards 5. So if you kill one guy, you can go up to 14 seconds before you kill the second guy, and then it resets that 15-second timer. So you have to hit 5 without letting the 15 seconds expire, and you'll regenerate 25% of your shield over 3 seconds. Wonder if is it going to regenerate while you're in combat? That's the question. If it doesn't, so if it starts to regenerate and you take damage, is it going to stop it? If it doesn't, in theory, if you're cleaving through a bunch of children as a constructor, and you're cleaving through children and some skinnies, and you're killing 3 or 4 per swing, that could potentially be pretty. I don't see a cooldown on it. I guess it's for 3 seconds, right? It's the 3 seconds, but it swings really slow from what I'm told. We'll go over all that here in a little bit. Should be a pretty quick video. We're not going to spend too much more detail. This is the most in-depth we're going to get with it. And then there's an axe that came out. Hit an enemy, grants armor. Damage dealt with this weapon snares. Eliminated. So they get the same ones. Regenerate. Okay. Okay. So I might do a video on those perks too. That could be fun. It could be a lot of fun. Alright, let's go play with them and see how they work. I want to see their heavy attacks. I want to see how they shoot. I want to see bloom. I want to see recoil. Yeah. So like always in my videos for weapons, when I do the weapon sets, I play as a Pathfinder with another Pathfinder. We don't have anything that's going to alter, recoil, reload, any of that kind of stuff. So literally farmers and some tactical boom base man that doesn't affect me. Alright, so here we are. I decided to go to I haven't been to my Plankerton base in, I feel like a year. I have not been here. There's a lot of, I use my SSDs mainly for showing things off in chat and testing things and walking people through different designs. This hasn't been a video. You guys haven't seen the basketball hoop trap. I didn't come up with it. God's Abnormal Freak? Can't remember his name. Probably a year ago, regular in chat that doesn't play the game anymore, showed me this thing. Here's the merry-go-round. That was the old school 1x3 kill tunnel. Overkill. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, there's the improved. Yeah! This is, we're getting too deep into this. Anyways, for those of you that have seen most of my videos, when I did the improved 360-degree design, there was actually another 10-minute section that I went over, another rant over here, but we're not going to talk about that because it'll turn into a rant, right? This thing, if you're curious, we were testing speed, sprint speed and stuff compared to hoverboard and hoverboard speed. We wanted to see. It was stupid. It was fun. It was stupid. Fun and stupid. Okay. Let's grab the Hemlock, grab the shotgun, grabbed the... These are all level 1. These are all level 1. So that way there's no changing. You'll be able to alter them however you want. The Hemlock has a standard 35-round clip. I'm not going to fight it. Let's see how much it climbs. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. I'll go back 5 tiles. Upgrade this. Alright. Shoot right here, and we're just going to let it climb and see how it climbs. Oh, and it stops right up. Oh, bounces back down. Oh, that's weird. So it fires pretty fast. I'm gonna see if I can fight it. Let's see here. Oh, I could get used to that actually. Totally get used to that. The spread is actually pretty tight. Let's walk around and see how it opens up. Really? That's not that seems pretty decent. I wonder. We'll look at the range and everything later. All right, here's the shotgun that everybody likes but hates. That is ridiculous. That load time. Ugh. Ugh. And the spread doesn't change when you ADS. Okay. Pistol. What do you get? 12 shots. Ooh. Well, there's a weird sweet spot to the rhythm to it. 12 shots, huh? I like the way that feels. Definitely like the way that feels. Can't hold it down. Go figure. Okay. Let's look at some of these numbers on these things. So we'll look at the Basilisk. What's the range on it? The pistol. So it has a 20 crit chance, 75 crit damage. That's higher than most. Typically, the average guns that come with the game, that aren't event items, are usually either a 10 crit chance and a 50 crit damage, or a 15 crit chance with a 75 crit damage. This is a 2075. The Silent Spectre was the first gun to come out that had a 2075. The Basilisk has it. What do we have? What's the range on this? 35. That's pretty decent. 3,500 range. Impact is what? Headshot. So the headshot on this guy is not quite 100%. Probably 75% multiplier. Let's look at the Hemlock. The Hemlock has a terrible headshot multiplier. It's a 1575. So everybody that's telling me this is a Silent Spectre, it's not. The Silent Spectre has 20% crit chance and a much better headshot multiplier. The fire rate on the Silent Spectre, I believe, is standard 14 or 18. 14 or 18, I can't remember. This is 11. What is the range? 4,000? Oh, that's not bad. It's really not a bad gun, actually. Shotgun. Okay, I was worried the shotgun might have been a 700 range again, like the the Dragoon or the Thunderbolt. Okay, so it's 1280. Fire rate is 1. The reload is 2.7. That is ridiculous. And it's a 1550 with no headshot multiplier. I don't know why people like it. I don't know if it's bad. It probably hits like a truck. Those are, I mean, for a level 1 hitting for 1944, that hurts. But there's really nothing else that stands out about it. What is the, let's see, what is the Thunderbolt? Oh, that's not a level 1. All right. Let's move on to the melee weapons. Oh, that's cool. I haven't even seen it yet. I like that hammer. Axe, that's cool too. Alright, let's start off with the heavy attack. Is it cool or is it just a... Oh, it's an AoE! Ooh, this might replace my Husk Stomper. Yeah. Kind of standard, actually. The axe. We don't even have an axe hero. Why do we? It's cool. We need an axe hero. Oh, it's the, okay. It's the quad. And then up! 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the heavy attack on this? Oh, it's an AoE also? Oh, why do we not have an axe hero? Alright, what's the difference between these two? So the axe can crit more often. It hits harder. But we don't have an axe hero. Impact is bigger on the hammer. Oh, I want to use that axe, but there's nobody that specializes in axes. That's way cool. Alright, so that's the medieval weapons. Let's look at one more thing really quick and I'll let you guys go. Let's see what kind of perks these guys can get. So, typically, normal, regular guns in the game, like for instance, look at this Hunter Killer. You can have 2 damage-altering perks, a utility perk, elemental, your complementary perk. So basically, your first perk slot right here, you can get crit rate, crit damage, damage, fire rate. Those are all damage-altering, okay? Secondary slot is pretty much all utility. You got mag size, durability, weapon stability, and reload, okay? They don't affect your damage. This is your elemental slot. You can go physical. You can pick energy, elements. This is your second damage altering slot where you can get damage again. Crit rate, crit damage again. Headshot's the only difference. You don't have fire rate, but you can do headshot. This standard setup for perk configuration is universal across all of the standard weapons in the game. Not event items or expansion items now. But this is the standard way. You get 2 perk slots that have damage altering, 1 utility slot, and this is your complementary slot where you can do damage to mist monsters or you can do damage to afflicted, slowed, and stunned. And basically, here's your, you can't pick your 6th. So this does affliction, so you complement it with damage to affliction. If this did snare, you'd complement it to slow and snare. If it didn't really have anything, it had something unique, let's say like headshot explosion, you could do damage to mist monsters. So that's kind of the standard. Event weapons change. Let's go look at the Hemlock. Alright, so first slot of the Hemlock. You can do damage, crit damage, fire rate, reload. Okay, that's the same across the board. Second slot. Ooh, it looks the same. Durability, mag size, reload, and weapon stability. There's your elemental. Here you get crit rating. There's no crit damage option. You get headshot. There's another mag size option and weapon stability. Oh, in this slot, you can do headshot damage and crit damage. So wait a second. You could put multiple headshots on here? Why would you do that? It has no headshot multiplier. Oh, but you could put 2 crit rating, which I would never recommend 2 crit rating. But if you're trying to use the critical hits, increase your... Wait, does this do crit damage? It does do crit damage. I mean, technically, I would run double crit damage. I'd do crit damage, and crit rating. But you could run double crit rating and crit damage to get that shield. The one I was... Not this one that extends your shield, but the growing over not 3 seconds, but you just get like 2.64% shield for crit, or of your critical hit damage, energies, and then damage to mist monsters. Cool. Okay, so it's a little wonky. Let's go look at the Basilisk. Basilisk looks the same for first slot. Same thing as standard. Second slot, utility is standard. Same as third standard. Crit rating. There's no crit damage. You get headshot again. Mag size and weapon stability. Ah, it's the same as the Hemlock. So you can do double headshot. You can do crit damage, crit rating. Do they have fire rate? They do have fire rate. Damage, and crit rate. Interesting. Cool, okay. Shotgun, what does the shotgun offer? So you got damage, crit rating, durability, and reload. Oh, that's just all over the place. You get impact, crit damage, and reload. Standard. More reload. God, can you do reload in every spot? Reload. Crit damage, and more impact. So you can have double impact if you like impact. No reload in this slot, but you can do no more crit damage, crit rating, and damage to mist monsters. Huh. So how many crit ratings can you do? 1 crit rate. So you can do double crit rating. How many crit damages are there? 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so you can do crit rate, crit damage, heavy attack efficiency, attack speed. Life leech, movement speed, armor, durability, heavy attack. Standards, more armor, damage, impact, movement speed. Crit rate, crit damage, heavy impact. I like these. I like these. There's a lot of diversity on these things. I bet you the hammer is the exact same. Attack speed, crit rate, crit damage. No life leech in second slot? Damage, impact, movement, speed, armor? Oh, is there no life? Oh, there's life leech down here. Oh, okay. Okay. Attack speed. Armor. Movement. Damage to slowed and snared. Crit rate, crit damage, impact. So you can have 1 impact, 2 impact. Okay. Crit rate, crit damage. Crit rate, crit damage. Okay, so you can have 1 crit rate, 1 crit damage. You can have 1, 2, 3 damages. Life leech. Awesome. Yeah, I like these. I gotta put that shotgun. I gotta compare it to some other stuff. So the stalwart and then that new pop shot I really need to dig into. People keep asking me about them. I do want to go over the shield buffs from both the melee and the ranged weapons. I'll probably make that 2 separate videos so it doesn't drag on forever. And then if you're curious, in another week or two, I'll probably have played around with the 2 shotguns. The pop shot and the stalwart squire, if you guys are curious. You can always swing by the stream. Speaking of stream, I stream daily over at Twitch at twitch.tv/SlyGumbi between the hours of 8 p.m. to about 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's West Coast United States. This week we are doing day streams, also bonus streams. We're playing Secret of the Mana. It's an old Super Nintendo remake. 2 of my buds, we sit here on a couch, super tight. It's a love seat. 3 of us sitting together, playing old school games. It's a good time. Anyways, check it out. Twitch.tv/SlyGumbi. It's not so much kid-friendly, but you'll find that out if you tune in and you're not supposed to be there. Anyways, I'm out. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.